up, guys? Happy Thursday. Welcome back. You know, pretty much at the end of the week. So, we're going to do a quick refresh of the apartment. I'm going to hit some of these dishes here and then, vacuum the floors. I'm going to take y'all with me today as I, get some of my chores done, and then I'm going to post some content on my TikTok and my Facebook channel. I'm even going to open up a second Facebook channel so that I can post some of my IRL, talk about tech and other things just going on in my life on that Facebook. And also, we're going to prepare some chicken for tonight. Some baked chicken, nothing too crazy. So we're going to prepare that. I'm going to show y'all how I season it up, how I'm going to cook it up. And then, we're going to take it from there. But thank you for joining me on this ride today. Let's get into it. All right, guys, now that we have washed our dishes and got the cooking area ready to go, we're going to start off with washing our hands, of course, and then we're going to prepare the chicken. I already got my oven preheated to 425, and then the next thing we're going to do is wash the chicken. I know it's a big debate, or if it's even necessary to wash the chicken, but hey, as a black man, it is a staple. In my house, it's a staple in many Caribbean households, and that's not changing today. So you can argue with your mama, not me. So we're gonna hit it with some vinegar. I know you usually hit it with vinegar and lime, but I don't have any lime. So we're just gonna do vinegar today. Something is better than nothing. So let's get that started. All right, guys, I like always starting off by giving a little pre-rinse. Some of these chickens have a little bit too much fat on it for me. And my wife, she don't like all of this stuff here. So sometimes I'll just go ahead and rip off some of the skin on some of these pieces of chicken. For her, for myself, clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna do this here. Rip off some of the skin there, and add it to the bowl. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'll clean these chickens up, and then I'll hit it with the vinegar, and then we'll start seasoning it. All right, now that we got our chicken cleaned up, we got a little bit of water in there. Hit it with some vinegar, like that. Let that kind of fill up a little bit. And then just kind of move it around in here. And you can already see like all of the debris coming off this chicken. And when you don't wash it, your food is cooking in all of this stuff here. So it's just good for getting off the surface bacteria. Let me turn that off. It's just good for getting off that surface bacteria. Obviously it's not gonna fully get rid of all the germs like cooking it will, but it's good for getting the surface bacteria off, because you don't never know how these factories are handling this meat, what conditions it's in. So it's always good just to kind of rinse it off a little bit, and you can see all of that coming off right now here. So I'm gonna do this for a little bit here, and then we'll season it up. All right, we got our chicken cleaned, and I can hear y'all in the comments now. Oh, you're spreading bacteria around the kitchen. You're spreading bacteria around the kitchen. Well, it's nothing that a little all-purpose cleaner can't solve. So let's go ahead and spray and wipe down our sink and our counters, and then we'll get to seasoning. It's just that easy. All right, guys, we got our chicken all nice and clean. We got the counters sprayed down so no bacteria is spread. So let me show you what seasonings we're going to be putting on our chicken. So of course we're going to start off with some seasoned salt. Then we'll hit it with some garlic powder. We got that black pepper. We got some of that um, beer can chicken seasoning. This is really good seasoning. I like this one. And then, of course, we're gonna hit it with some onion powder. Then we'll hit it with some cayenne pepper for a little bit of spice. And then, of course, for the color, we'll hit it with the paprika. So we'll do that, and then I'll cut up some bell peppers, some onions, and throw that in there as well. And then for our side, we are going to be putting it. For our side, we're going to be putting it with some of that yellow rice here. We'll be putting it with some of that yellow rice for our side. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get this seasoned up real quick, show you what it's looking like before we put it in the oven, and then we're gonna let it go. All right, this is how we're looking. We're gonna pop this in the oven at 425 for 45 minutes with the roasting pan lid on. And then I will check on it a little later, but while that's cooking, we're gonna move on to the next things that we have to do. You see guys, it is possible to cook and not have the kitchen looking absolutely crazy afterward. All we got is these seasonings here that I gotta put back, just a cutting board and a knife. The stove and counters are still fine. So it is possible, guys. It is possible to cook and not have the kitchen looking absolutely crazy. It's gonna take me all of 2 minutes to do, and then we're moving on to the next thing. All right, guys, now that we got the food in the oven cooking, the next thing we're gonna do is post on Facebook and TikTok. And I wanna try posting some long form videos on my Facebook to see how those perform. Typically I'll just post 30-second, 45, a minute long clips and just run with that, but I really do want to see how those long form videos are going to perform, so I'm going to schedule those out on Facebook so that they can be published tomorrow at probably like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'll stagger them throughout the day. So we'll see how those do, and I'm really enjoying Facebook a lot. Facebook, they offer several different bonuses throughout the month, and I'll put a screenshot of each of the bonuses I'm referring to, the ones that I've seen so far. The first one that I really like is where if you post 18 clips, and they usually give you about 7 days to do it, 18 clips over the span of 7 days. Each of the clips have to be at least 30 seconds long to qualify, and only one of those reels need to get 200 to 300 qualified views. It does, from what I understand, it doesn't matter how many views the other 17 get. Just that one, just one out of those 18 need to get 200 to 300 qualified views, and then you'll get that $57 bonus. So I've already hit that for this month, but typically Facebook will put that bonus out at least twice a month that I've seen so far. And then another one that they have is, it's a gimme. Where all you have to do is take 6 reels and cross post them to the different Facebook groups that apply to your niche. So on my main YouTube, my main socials, I do drumline content, marching band content. So there are several different Facebook groups that are all about marching band, drumline. So I'll just take 6 of those reels, cross post them to those Facebook groups, and that's an extra $6 right there. Very easy. And then another one that they have is where if you post 3 kind of lifestyle reels or posts, whatever it is, they'll give you an extra $10. So I got that one today. Well, I got that one this month. I think I hit that one yesterday actually. So I hit that checkpoint to yesterday. And then the last one, I haven't gotten this one yet, but it is the biggest one, where it's, if you have 2 reels, you post 2 reels, and both of them have to each get 500,000 views, Facebook will give you an additional $150 bonus. And all of this is not even including your AdSense. So, Facebook is clearly very much invested in creators. They want creators to come on their platform and post content, and I'm loving it over here on the Facebook side. And I think Facebook is kind of quickly becoming my favorite platform so far. And Facebook has this last month it generated 4 times more revenue than my TikTok, and about 2.5, maybe 3 times more than my main YouTube channel. So hey, I'm taking Facebook seriously, and I'm paying attention a lot more to the different bonuses, and I'm paying attention to how my videos perform and trying to optimize it. And I'm even going to make another Facebook so I can post this type of content on there. Things that are not related to Drumline. I could talk about cameras. I can share little cooking videos that I'm doing. Daily vlog, lifestyle type content, and things like that. So I'm going to take a few moments here to post these videos, and schedule some of them out for tomorrow and a few days after that. And then I'm gonna get right back to you guys, and then we're gonna check on the food. It should be done, and and then we'll have some dinner. All right, guys, we have our videos posted on Facebook, and we have a few videos scheduled out as well. And then I went ahead and posted on my TikTok as well. And if you are interested in any type of drumline related content, you can find me on Facebook at Calvin Jazz Holt. You can also find me on TikTok at The 5 is 1 Marching Arts. You can find me on Instagram at The 5 is 1 Marching Arts. And my main YouTube channel is also The 5 is 1 Marching Arts. So now we're gonna check on this chicken here, boil up the rice, and see what it's hitting for. Okay, let's see what we are looking like. Check that out. I'll give y'all the first look. Okay. Woo wee. Look at that. Okay, we're looking good. All right, let's go ahead and boil up this rice, some of that yellow rice, and we're gonna plate this thing up in about 15 minutes. Got our eye on. Let's get ready to go. Let me let y'all get in there one more time. That looks good, don't it? All right, now when you're cooking your rice, it's very simple. All you want to do is I'm doing a cup of rice. Let me start there. I'm doing a cup of rice. So if you do a cup of rice, you want to do double the amount of water. So for 1 cup of rice, we need two. We need 2 cups of water. So we're gonna do that. Okay, got our first cup. I don't think that first cup was quite a full cup, so we'll do that. All right, now we're gonna wait for this to boil up, and then add in our cup of rice, cover it, and then take it off a high and put it on low, and let it go for about 12 to 15 minutes, and then it'll be all done and good to go. All right, our rice has come to a nice rolling boil. So we're gonna add that in there, our cup of rice. Put a little bit more water in there to get the little bit of rice out of there. Do it like that. Okay. And then me personally, I always like to add just a little bit of extra seasoning in there. That's up to you. Just to give it a little extra pop. A little bit of seasoned salt. Hit it with a little bit more. Hit it with a little pepper. And then a little bit of garlic powder as well. Go ahead and give this a stir. And then we drop it to low. Now feast your eyes on that.
Look at that right there. Look at that. That looked pretty good to me, guys. Tell me how I did it. Tell me how I did it. Put a little comment in there. Let me know if I'm chefing up, if I'm doing something out here. All right, but I'm gonna enjoy this food, and we're gonna watch some of this Scott Evans. I don't know if y'all be peeping Scott Evans, but I like his YouTube channel, so I'm gonna be watching some Scott Evans YouTube channel there. All right, guys, I'll see y'all in a few.
All right, guys, good afternoon and happy Friday. And hey, I ain't gonna lie, after I got done making my dinner last night, I didn't feel like picking up the camera anymore, recording anything else. I was quite tired. To be honest, all I did um, after I had my early dinner was relax, watching TV. I went for a late, afternoon walk. I had to move some things out the way because we're getting a washer and dryer in our apartment today. We've been living here 2 years, and the apartment complex never told us that we could rent a washer and dryer for only $25 a month. So we had just been using the community, washing and dryer the system that they offer. But we're getting our own today inside of our apartment, so that's great. So today we're just going to be hitting some legs. We're going to do a little bit of bicep, triceps, and some back, kind of a little bit of everything. It's been a minute since I've been back in the gym, so I'm also using this channel as a way to keep me accountable and to, keep me in the gym, moving forward, losing weight, just making better lifestyle choices in general. But first, what I'm gonna do is show you guys around my gym here in the apartment complex and let you see what they're offering. They got a pretty nice setup here, so let me show you all around. All right, so you can see that they got the leg machine right here. Then panning over to the right, they got these um, workout balls here. Then they have this whole kind of CrossFit type section here. Let's get y'all a little more light. And then you can see the main area over there. They got the back machine right here. Lots of space to stretch out. We got our weights right there. There used to be more weights. I think some people kind of maybe stole some of the weights, because there definitely used to be more weights here. Like I said, it's kind of been a minute since I've been in here. We got the Bowflex like machine here. Got our treadmills. This Stairmaster don't even work. And right over here, you got your weights so that you can do your bench press, your incline, decline. So yeah, got me in the mirror here. Got a little fit check going on. We all Nike teched out. So Nike fits right there. I like using this one here to get some ab crunches in. I'm not going to do that one today. But yeah, this is the gym. Not bad. Pretty decent for an apartment gym.
Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Big flex, my swole up. Double cup and I'm pulled up. Hating like hold up. What's the problem? I'm pulled up. Big flex, my swole up. Hard body, they fold up. Shawty say I done glowed up. Double text on my phone up. With your boy, I'm the man of the year. I'm not a fan of your peers. Serve him a fade, I'ma hand him the shears. He not the man of your peers. Heart of a lion, I'm trampling fears. I love the man in the mirror. Cry me a river to stand in the tears. You better stand in the clear. I'm going crazy, fugazi. How would they ever go with a kid? Put it on, baby. It do not faze me, boy. I do not give a what you did. Eating that kitty, she stuck to my rib. How can I trust him? He the pigs. Bro got a Glock and a couple of cigs. He think about splitting a couple of wigs. Shotty my DNA all real. Sweatsuit all heel figure. And I ain't even gotta deal with you. If I ain't never split a bill with you, I got Hennessy and horchata. Baby girl, wear a nada. Growing from a cider.
And guys, I'm not gonna beat myself up too much today because, like I said, it's been some months since I've been back into the gym. So, you know, a day or two from now, I'm not trying to wake up super um, cramped up and super sore. I'm not trying to do all of that. So I'm just doing enough just to get the muscles activated again and slowly work back into it. I don't want to be sore for the next 3-4 days because I pushed it too hard.
Coming in back to back, I'ma line them up like bingo. Oh, I think that they like me. They be all on my wood tip, not a stain on my white tee. I'm popping all of this good. Big flex, my swole up. Double cup and I'm pulled up. Hating like hold up. What's the problem? I'm pulled up. Big flex, my swole up. Hard body, they fold up. Shorty say I done glowed up. Double text on my phone up. Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, it ain't gon' feed you.
All right, last thing we're going to be doing is triceps. So we hit some legs, we hit a little bit of back, we did some biceps, and now we're going to finish off with some triceps, and we're going to head back to the apartment and see what we're going to be doing next today.
Ay, 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 ay. Look. Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, it ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through.
All right, guys, literally just got back from the gym right on time. The guy with the maintenance man that's bringing the dryer and the washing machine just got here. He's already installed the dryer and he has it running here. So let me show y'all what it's looking like. So yeah, we got the dryer set up in here. And now he's gonna be bringing the washing machine now. So yeah, dryer is installed, washing machine on the way. Here we go. All right, guys, after getting the dryer and the washing machine set up, I went out for a nice afternoon walk. And usually on my walks, I like to sometimes take some photos of the different plant life or just the outside area. And I'm gonna share a few of those with you, as well too, some of the pictures that I've taken over the years since I've been here. And I gotta say, you know, summer is already here. You know, here in Florida, it's already 92 degrees and very hot and humid outside. So I only took 2 laps around my community today because of the heat. But now I think I'm just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the night. You know, I already started editing this video here for you guys. And, you know, leave some comments down below, letting me know what you guys want to see more of. And I will tell you, you know, in general, I'm going to be starting to bring some of like tech reviews as well too. Like I want to talk about my camera here, my lenses that I've been using, you know, show you some of the footage that I've been able to get when I take it to some of the drumline shows, and just really, you know, boast about how good this Lumix camera is. I shoot Lumix, and I also love shooting films, so I'm going to share some of those facts, you know, some of those photos as well too that I've taken with my film cameras, and I'll do some videos talking about that. But you know, thank you guys for joining me, being here with my first video, and I want to thank y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.